The Harlem Children's Zone by Sherry Green, Taixa Toro, and Maria Gismondi. The Harlem Children's Zone is a nonprofit organization for poverty-stricken children and families living in Harlem. Jeffrey Canada was just your average do-gooder. Back in 1990, he became president of a nonprofit charitable organization based in Harlem called the Readling Centers for Children and Families. He set out trying to improve the world, one poor child at a time. His main goal was to keep the children in his programs alive. However, after a few years, it was apparent to Jeffrey that in order to do that, it would take a whole village to save these children. Canada was taken aback by the overwhelming problem that was caused by homelessness, drugs, and guns, and decided to create a place where it was safe for parents to bring their children. He wanted to get inner-city children to have higher achievement in school. Becoming worried about the aspect of a waiting list, he began to reorganize his thoughts on poverty and started his widely successful organization based on the idea that instead of teaching children to overcome the odds, you need to change the odds.
Why should kids have to overcome all of these horrible obstacles just to get an education? Why can't we deliver kids to the school prepared and that we take on some of the responsibility?
Joffrey set off looking for people to help him continue his quest to save and educate the children of Harlem. In the mid-90s, Jeffrey brought on a new board member, Stan Druckerman, one of the most successful hedge fund managers in the history of the stock market, and together they raised money to build a new headquarters and start the Harlem School Zone project. The Harlem School Zone curriculum model has been publicly endorsed by President Barack Obama, New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg, and New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. In 2009, President Obama proposed the creation of up to 20 promise neighborhoods in communities experiencing poverty, crime, and low student achievement. The Harlem School Zone project also gained nationwide attention. In 2007, Prince Charles chose to visit the Harlem Educational Organization because of his interest in urban renewal. With community support and funding, groundbreaking took place on the new Harlem School Zone. Phase 1 of Harlem School Zone began in 2000. It focused on 24 blocks and served 3,000 kids. By 2004, Phase 2 encompassed 36 blocks and increased to serving 3,500 children. In 2007, with just the addition of one more block, 500 more children were being served. In 2011, the goal was to serve 100 blocks and over 10,000 children. The model for the Harlem School Zone is Project Pipeline. It's a holistic approach to rebuilding a community so children will be able to stay on track all the way through college and then enter the job market. The foundation of the pipeline is community building projects. The Harlem School Zone has grown in popularity since it's based on the idea that neither schooling nor community can guarantee student success. The two need to work in tandem in order to help a child. Helping kids starting as early in their lives as they can in a sustaining way and creating a vital mass around them who understand and do whatever it takes to help the children be successful are the two fundamental principles of the Harlem School Zone. In order to be successful, it must start with community building programs. In 1991, the organization began to use the school as a community center which offered a range of services and activities on nights, weekends, and summers. It was the first of many to come. Through the Peacemaker program in the 90s, AmeriCorps participants began assisting teachers during the day and run the after-school programs to keep the local schools safe. Black Celebrity Giving was created by Jasmine Crowe in 2011. The idea for the site came from the vivid awareness of a lack of media coverage promoting positive news to inspire social change. The organization helps raise awareness of the problems facing children in poverty and also promotes positive news celebrating philanthropy to help nonprofit organizations receive grants and support from the community. The second tier in Project Pipeline is the family, social services, and health programs. There are many family, social services, and health programs offered in the Harlem School Zone. They include Community Pride, the Single Stop Program, Truancy Prevention, Family Development Program, the Family Support Center, and Project Class, which is clean living and staying sober. These programs offer a wide range of services to help families access programs and social services they need, such as how to secure public benefits, legal guidance, mental health, substance abuse, domestic violence, and health care. One of the biggest health issues that Harlem children face is asthma. It affects nearly 25% of Harlem youth. The Harlem School Zone started an initiative called AIR, which stands for Asthma Intervention Relief, to combat this disease. They wanted the kids to be healthier so they're able to stay out of the hospitals and in school. They offer free services to families, such as 5 free home visits from trained community health workers and education on asthma triggers, medications, and asthma management. They also help supply families with asthma supplies like covers for mattresses and pillows. Built on the foundation of community, family, social services, and health programs, the first step in Project Pipeline are early childhood programs. Canada believes that it is our responsibility to make sure that we support our children from the cradle to their career. There have been many studies that have shown that early childhood years are the foundation for future educational success. Providing programs for children and families during this period is very important. The programs for early childhood start even before birth. Expectant parents and those who are raising children up to 3 years old can attend Baby College. It's a 9-week parenting workshop. Some of the lessons in Baby College include promoting reading and other ways to discipline rather than corporal punishment. The other programs, the 3-year-old Journey, Get Ready for Pre-K, and Harlem Gems, gradually serve children as they grow older and are about to transition to the next program. The Harlem Gems is an all-day kindergarten program from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. They have 3 sites that serve 200 children. The child-adult ratio is 4 to 1. They also teach 3 languages: English, Spanish, and French. The next step along Project Pipeline are the elementary school programs. The elementary students that are part of the Harlem School Zone attend the Promise Academy 1 or 2. Promise Academies were created in 2004 and 2005. They serve elementary grades K through 7th grade. Children who are unable to get into the charter schools are still eligible to receive support from the AmeriCorps Peacemaker program during the school day and after school. They have 86 peacemakers who are working as teachers' aides in 7 public schools which serve 2,500 children. The peacemakers also have a program for 5th graders. The 5th Grade Institute helps the students for free after school so they can be prepared for middle school.
The next level on the project pipeline is middle school programs. The Harlem School Zone offers a dual-track program for middle school students. They work in conjunction with the Promise Academies and the other students who attend the school in the zone. Middle school students attend the Promise Academy 1 Junior High School, grades 7 through 8, which was created in 2010. The Promise Academy 2 Upper Elementary Middle School is grades 3 through 7, which was created in 2005. The junior high school will ultimately have 9th grade too. There are various programs that assist middle school age students. A free clinic was opened in 2006 in the middle school. Students can get medical, dental, and medical health services. The clinic also works with elementary age students to identify any unmet needs and help expedite necessary care. Academic case management serves each student in grades 5 through 12. Each has an individual plan and a case manager. The assigned staff member works with the public school staff to monitor the academic progress of the student. The Truth Fitness and Nutrition Center focuses on students 5th through 8th grade. They offer free education on health and nutrition as well as karate, fitness, and dance classes. A Cut Above is an after-school program that supports students who do not attend Promise Academy schools. They provide academic and leadership development to over 560 students. The program also offers high school and college preparation. Students are involved in weekly discussions on various subjects. Each child is assigned to a student advocate who tutor, mentor, and work directly with school staff. The Boys to Men and Girl Power program are gender-specific social development programs for boys and girls growing up in the inner city. It provides support for students so that they may become confident young men and women and be contributing members to the community. The focus of the program is to help students stay away from drugs and gangs and reduce school violence and other significant issues. The program holds sessions for students that are presented by private consultants, teachers, and Harlem School Zone staff. Students also help with community service projects and attend educational trips. The next level on the project pipeline is high school programs. The Promise Academy 1 was created in 2008. It serves grades 11 through 12, but also have 10th grade eventually. There are some programs that are offered for high school students. The Academic Case Management program also supports high school students with student advocates in the same way as the middle school students. They help the student develop their own action plans. The action plans are used to assist the student's academic achievement, college readiness, and personal growth. The program works to gain cooperation from the important people in the student's life, like parents and teachers, to help support the children's progress through high school and into college. The final level of the project pipeline is college programs. The College Success Office supports students that have graduated from high school and Harlem School Zone programs. The College Success Program helps in a variety of ways, from getting into college and throughout their college years. It helps students get into the college that is best suited for them and helps connect students with mentors and advisors at the college that they will be attending. Students can also get support with financial aid processes, tutoring and time management, and internships.
Canada's vision to tackle the overwhelming problem caused by homelessness, drugs, and guns, and to provide a safe place for parents to bring their children, has spread across the nation. Canada wanted to level the playing field for children in under-resourced neighborhoods. His model of doing whatever it takes to enroll the most high-risk and lowest-performing students in poverty-stricken neighborhoods has spread. In 2007, a campaign pledge by then Senator Barack Obama launched the initiative through the U.S. Department of Education so that hundreds of communities from across the country could apply for federal matching grants to plan and implement the Promised Neighborhoods model. Hundreds of communities from across the country apply for federal matching grants to plan and implement the Promised Neighborhoods model. One-year planning grants of up to $500,000 are awarded to support strategic planning processes, and 3 to 5 year implementation grants are awarded, providing up to $6 million for communities who have already demonstrated a sound strategy and the capacity to implement the plan. In 2010, there were 21 Promised Neighborhood Planning grants. In 2011, another 15 neighborhoods received planning grants. In 2011, there were 5 implementation grants awarded, one to Buffalo, New York, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Clay Jackson, Kentucky, San Antonio, Texas, and Hayward, California. On June 15, 2012, the Senate Appropriations Committee approved $80 million for Promised Neighborhoods to be handed out in the fiscal year of the 2013 budget. More than 300 communities across the nation have applied for Promised Neighborhood Planning grants. A number of large U.S. cities have initiated their own programs styled after the Harlem School Zone, in advance of any federally funded efforts stemming from the Obama administration's Harlem School Zone-inspired anti-poverty initiatives. Philadelphia, Miami, Chicago, Cleveland, and Maryland are cities that are planning or considering to replicate the Harlem School Zone.
HCZ.org states that of the 194-year-olds that entered Harlem GEMS in 2009 to 2010, 16.5% had a school readiness classification of delayed or very delayed. By the end of this year, no students were in these categories, and they had raised all percentages, including the advanced and very advanced students. 99.5% of students had a school readiness classification of average or above. In 2012, they outperformed the New York City schools on the math statewide test. 60% passed in one Promise Academy and 81% in the other. 100% of the third graders at the Promise Academies tested at or above grade level on their statewide exams, and 100% of their 2012 graduating classes were admitted to college. These seniors received over $1.8 million in financial aid, and this includes full scholarships and grants.
The Harlem School curriculum model emphasizes accountability of children and isn't much different from the idea of the public school system. Ideally, the Harlem School Zone's charter schools employ non-union teachers and keep or fire them based upon their performance. They also have longer school days and shorter summer breaks. This gives the children who are underperforming access to tutors and after-school programs, which has been shown to boost their level of understanding in the subject matters. The Harlem School Zone programs are offered free to children and families. The program is supported by donations. The main motto of the Harlem School Zone is to do whatever it takes to enroll the most high-risk and lowest-performing students, even if it means bribing the families to participate. The school holds raffles for parents who attend classes and enroll, offering to pay a month's rent or groceries for those who win. They also go door to door finding families to enroll and walk the streets signing up anyone that they encounter. The notion behind this is Canada's belief that the economic and educational systems are, quote, stacked against poor people no matter how hard they work, end quote. But he also thinks, quote, that poor parents aren't doing a good enough job of rearing their children, end quote.
What do you like about school? I like to do Spanish. I like reading. I like reading Care Bear books. I like music. Now we're going to talk about small group. We write about stories. We read a book called Be a Friend. We learn Spanish. Uno, dos, tres. We learn math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We learn how to say please. Thank you, Sophia. You're welcome. I learned color in my Spanish. Negro, azul, and gris. We also learn French. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 9. We read books and listen to our teachers. And see it inspires them up aboard the sprout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried it all away. And the empty fire, there was a hard sprout.